Okay, so hello guys, and welcome to another live stream. And yeah, I will be playing Pikmin 1 and discussing that direct. And honestly, I'd have to say that was the best direct since 2017. Like, to be completely honest.
I agree. I fully agree. Some people were like, "Oh, this is like a mid-tier direct." I'm just like, "What?
Yeah.
What do you mean? It's mid?
Like,
Like
did we
this
watch this?
direct?
Did we
Like
watch this?
just because it
Yeah,
started off with Pokemon doesn't mean that.
like the beginning
Yeah.
was slow. I noticed. Like it started off pretty like tame. Like I remember in previous directs, they kind of start with the game right at the beginning, and I think they could have maybe put something at the beginning instead, like move it around a little bit. But I mean, the announcements far outweigh the amount. That exceeds any like direct we've had, I think, in a long, long time. And,
Yeah.
the directs that kind of come close to me are like the one in 2019 with Mario Maker and Link's Awakening.
Yeah, that
and
one was pretty good.
And the 2021 with Metroid Dread. And
Yeah.
for,
Also,
like, WarioWare.
I just wanted to say this for a second. I know we'll talk about this later, but the Pikmin 1 and 2 remasters on the Switch, or I guess ports kind of, they have like the cutscenes are in full HD. Like I think they were yeah.
Upscaled, right?
Yeah, actually, I don't even think they're upscaled. I think they were remade, well, basically re-rendered kind of, because it looks like the
were they just 2D rendered in the original? Or something, in like the Wii version or something?
I don't know. But it looks like they kind of recreated them, or at least like upscaled them, but it looks pretty cool.
Actually, let me take a look at the some gameplay of Pikmin 2 new play control, because that actually may show if it was pre-rendered. Which I think, if I remember correctly, I think it was.
Yeah, I really like.
No, because it's actually, I think it was. I think it was like some parts of it at least.
But yeah,
Were pre-rendered.
let's discuss some of the things, like with the opening of the direct. That was pretty disappointing. Oh wow, okay, it actually has like the yeah, the controls feel pretty good. Yeah, it like has the gyro. That is really cool. It's like based on the Wii version.
Yeah, I actually had that idea a while ago that if they were to do it, they would do the new play control versions, because they're already set into widescreen and everything. They just have to literally just take them, slightly change some of the graphics so they reflect the Joy-Cons, and then that's it. Easy. Oh, you've never played Pikmin 1 or 2 before, have you, Reese?
No.
Yeah, I played quite a bit of Pikmin 1 and quite a bit of Pikmin 2 as well.
Wait, where do you go?
Fun.
Where do you go here at the start?
I'm pretty sure. I guess you don't have Pikmin yet. You have to find the onion.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I just walked into it. Okay.
So I guess maybe let's start with the beginning. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC looks okay. Honestly, the game,
Yeah.
I played it. It was fine. Like it's just a game that's not really too interesting. And the DLC looks just looks as worse. In fact, it kind of looks kind of worse in some areas. Like especially when they show that like the futuristic area kind of looks a bit boring. So yeah, I'm not super interested, but it looks fine, I guess. One thing I did notice is that they didn't put it in a Pokemon Presents. In fact, they
Yeah.
have.
I was really surprised by that. Like when I first watched the direct, I was like,
Like we went
yeah.
from having so many Pokemon games to like very few, and that they instead of putting in a Presents, they decided to put them into the direct. But also, one thing I find interesting is the Presents, they usually go through all their mobile games and stuff, right? So
Yeah.
they usually kind of talk about all the Pokemon stuff, like the Pokemon Masters and the puzzle game, and like they usually go through like the new events and like Pokemon, what's the other one, Unite. They always go through that stuff. So if they're not doing a Pokemon Presents, I find that really interesting, because they used to try to like highlight that stuff. So I don't know. I feel like something's kind of something is going a bit strange with that. What do you think? Because they did reveal another Pokemon game.
Yeah, I find it really interesting that they did that. I don't know, because we didn't get a Pokemon Presents revealed earlier in June like usual, so I don't really think we're gonna get anything
We're
in terms.
probably not gonna get
Yeah.
something. I just find it weird because you'd think with like Pokemon, they would want to do their own thing and be like, oh, here's the DLC, here's Detective Pikachu Returns, and then they could do, you know, the other stuff. But I mean, I think it's better this way, anyways, because most of the stuff is garbage in the
Yeah.
games anyways. But yeah, Detective Pikachu Returns, which, to be honest, visually it looks a bit rough. I'm gonna be honest.
The
But
water that
it's
Slowpoke
cool.
spits out, it looks better than the entire game.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, if you downscaled the game a little bit, it would probably look closer to like a Wii game. Like it just like it has like nice textures, but like it doesn't like in terms of like the way it looks a bit rough. And also one thing I noticed is that the game was revealed in 2019. They spent such a long time working on it, and it looks like that. It must have been
Yeah, that is
because
weird.
there's no way.
Or
Like,
maybe
it took, like,
or maybe it's being developed by Game Freak, which would kind of make sense why why it looks so weird.
Actually,
yeah,
I
it
think
looks
it's
pretty
being
rough.
developed by like Creatures.
Oh, well, yeah, the Creatures has also been working on a lot of stuff as well, like along with Game Freak. So, yeah.
Yeah, because honestly, it's a bit like for that long. Like I'd expect a bit more, especially since Pokemon has been able to make like what, like 2 gens in that time that they announced it, and Legends Arceus and the remakes and all this stuff. So it's like through that time, I'd expect the game at least looks a bit nicer, especially since it's not really a demanding kind of game. So I don't know. I mean, it looks cool, I guess. Like it'll at least be some sort of different Pokemon game, but yeah, I mean, it's Detective Pikachu, so that's cool.
But yeah, so I guess next we'll talk about the well, I would say one of my top two, because I feel like there's two announcements that I feel I equally liked, but Super Mario RPG. I can't believe that's actually happening.
Honestly, when I saw it, I was just like, is this even real? Like, you know, did I go on the wrong stream again? Like, when Steve again?
Yeah.
What's happening? It's, it looks amazing. I don't have any complaints. I'm glad that they adapted the art style of the game instead of just sticking Mario and just calling it a day. And it just looks really, really good. So I'm super impressed with how faithful it is to the original. It's just like Link's Awakening. In fact, I had pictured it being exactly like the same kind of idea of Link's Awakening, where they try to translate it from the original, right? Yeah, it looks really good. I think it just shows that the Mario stuff can still be really unique and interesting, and it even opens up like a potential for Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door to get a remake or a remaster.
Yeah, and
I think it's even more likely at this point.
Yeah.
That we have Paper Mario the first game, and that's on Switch too. So.
Yeah, and the interesting thing with the Super Mario RPG remake is that they didn't really alter any of the designs. They look.
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've improved some of the designs, but they didn't make any of them look more generic. I mean, I know some people exaggerate with the like the Mario and Luigi remakes. I feel like some people exaggerate with how
What did they change?
Yeah.
In those? Like I don't know. Like, did they change? Because I haven't played those remakes or even the originals of those remakes. But did they like change the toads to generic toads or something?
Some of them, like, I think it was only, like, some specific cases. I mean, yeah, there were a lot of things that were changed, but I would say for the most part, the Mario and Luigi remakes, were faithful. But the fact that Mario RPG doesn't do any of that, and it's, like, one of the most unique Mario games, and like it's pretty unique compared to other RPGs as well with the character designs. So it's
Yeah, you can even say it's more unique than like the Mario and Luigi games in some ways.
yeah,
Because it's so different, right? And it's the first RPG, so obviously it's gonna be the most bizarre.
yeah,
So yeah, I think they've done a great job with the art style. I like how all the characters their proportions are like the exact same as the pre-rendered, like all the art that they made for the original game, and they just translated it really to just visuals are amazing, and even like the UI looks great. Like I found that the UI in the original looks a little bit messy. The fact that you see like the percentage and like a certain thing on the screen, and then you have like the other icons, I think it really adds to it. What do you think?
oh wait,
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks really great.
And
with
you know,
the new UI system.
oh yeah, yeah. I know some could argue that it's minimalistic and it doesn't like look as interesting, but honestly, to begin with, like the UI in most Mario RPGs, like were just kind of simple to begin with. So I don't really think that's a
Honestly,
problem.
I have like no problem with it. It looks great, and I think it works because you don't want it to be too busy either for like turn-based system. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it looks great, and
The singular thing that I'm gonna nitpick and have a problem with about that is the box art. I know that's like kind of small, but I feel like that some people are saying it in the chat. Like, can you read the chat for a
yeah,
second?
I see what they're saying. Like the box art looks
Yeah.
terrible, and people are defending it because it looks like the Famicom version.
Well, I mean,
It's true.
yeah, it is
It's the
true.
Famicom version.
Yeah, but it does like I think the North America
Oh.
like it's in that the thing is with that box art it doesn't even that's not even the best version of the box art. I feel like the North American version is the best. Hopefully that's like
Yeah.
hopefully they either change it or have like a reversible cover art for the
Yeah.
You know, honestly,
I did notice too.
even though it doesn't look good, I'm not really gonna dwell on it because I'm just
It's just the box art.
yeah, it's just
It's just the box
it's
art,
just, it's
like-
just the box art. Most people nowadays, unfortunately, are gonna buy the physical version anyway. So I'm just like, that's not too much of my concern. I just,
Yeah.
as long as the actual game looks good, and it does, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like,
and like you got Gino and Mallow, and they look great. Like that's
Yeah.
so cool.
but
Also another-
even though I just wanted to say real quick about the box art. Even though the box art itself doesn't look very good, I do think the renders on the box art. I mean, it looks. It kind of look.
Gino and-
Yeah, it does look sloppy the way they put it together, but all of the renders on there do look pretty good. Like they do look pretty
Yeah.
clean.
And we do have like the first like really nice Gino like.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say that the title is also not on the box art. Like Legends of the Seven Stars, it seems to be like completely removed. Because usually it's called Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars,
Yeah.
and the 7-star thing is that part of the title is just completely gone, which I found really interesting. I guess they just it's probably too long.
Yeah, it's
so-
weird.
Yeah. I mean, I guess Super Mario RPG makes it more like simple, I guess.
Simple,
Yeah.
I'm glad that they didn't go with that.
And another thing that I kind of like is the fact that it, like a lot of the designs, like for Mario, Peach, Bowser, and different things are kind of like chibi and kind of, scrunkly, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're kind of like the same proportions as the original game. but
Yeah.
they're modern instead.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like they kind of give off the same energy as not just the original thing on original renders, but also the Paper Mario designs as well. And
Yeah.
the Paper Mario series is directly based off of Super Mario RPG, so it definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's so cool to see Gino and Mallow here. I think that's pretty neat because like they're like original characters for the game, right? And the fact that they altered Mario's design, I think that's probably the most fascinating thing out of it. Is that Mario's design and his proportions are significantly different. I think we should kind of notice that because Nintendo just doesn't like to touch that stuff at all. I don't think the last time they've touched Mario's design that significantly for a game.
Yeah.
In fact, Mario games don't even get remakes that often.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even remember what the last remake was. I know the
The
Mario.
last one, like you could say, like Well, Luigi's Mansion 3 is
Yeah.
a downgrade.
But then
basically.
there's also the Mario, was the Mario and Luigi remakes the last remakes? I know there were ports. I know there were ports of different games, like but they weren't like full remakes.
See. Let's see, like, I guess you got the, let's see, I'm just looking at the, so remakes would include, like, I guess Bowser's Fury 3D World, like, that's a port, that doesn't count. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe is a port, 3D All-Stars ports. So I guess, yeah, there really hasn't been, except for, like, Mario 64 DS, and, like, that's pretty much it. So there really hasn't been any remakes.
Yeah.
So I think this may actually be, like, the first Mario remake or HD like Mario remake in this way, because even Mario 64 DS, you could argue, is also sort of a downgrade too of the so
yeah, well, I mean, only
visuals,
visuals and maybe controls, but
visuals,
yeah,
not in terms of like gameplay, but like it's like Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. That's also a downgrade in terms of like a demake almost, you could say. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, they haven't really done, here's like an old Mario game and let's remake it from the ground up for like HD. So I think that's one thing that I find really interesting. But anyways, I guess let's move on to a different game, since we've been talking about Mario for a while.
yeah.
We could talk about it for the rest of this.
That
but
Princess-
See the Bowser crime spray in HD.
Yes. And see some of, like, like the weird, like, secrets in the game, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even, like, the music as well, like, there's, like, one of the really cool, like, the Cluex battle theme, I think it's called. Right against, isn't that what it's called? Yeah, like, the Cluex battle. I'm really excited to hear how that will sound.
And then,
really
yeah, the music just sounds really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm super excited for that one. I'm getting that on day one. But anyways, I guess let's move on to a different game. Let's go with
The Princess Peach game.
Oh yeah. So that is just kind of bizarre. I don't even know what to think about that game.
Yeah, I think it looks really promising from what we've seen. It kind of reminds me of, I mean, obviously because Princess Peach, like Super Princess Peach, but it also has a very different feeling to it.
Honestly, the curtains at the beginning I thought was Paper Mario.
It's in the theater.
Yeah, like when that curtains appeared, I was like, okay, this is
Yeah,
Paper Mario.
well, they said a different character, so I thought it was gonna be a Geno game at first.
I guess I was still trying to like recover from seeing Mario RPG.
You know, in the
like I
secret
forgot.
rooms.
And then when I saw, like, I was like, wait, no way. And then, but I mean, it's weird that we're getting a Princess Peach game, but you know what? Like, it kind of makes sense because, like, I guess I'll tell you why after we talk about the final game in this kind of trilogy of games that they showcase. But yeah, it looks interesting. I just they haven't really showcased, like, we don't even have a name. Like, we don't know anything about it, so it's hard for me to kind of say that it's like what it is. Is it like a puzzle game though? Like,
I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be like a action adventure game, probably.
Yeah, like it kind of made me also remind me of Wario World a bit.
Yeah,
It's kind of a weird, like,
it's really, yeah, it is. It's really giving me like heavy GameCube vibes here. Like, well,
yeah. You know, Nintendo doesn't really like to go too crazy when it comes to like stuff like that, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, I
so
want to see the
I
Peach
would say
game
that
trailer again.
It was very short.
it wasn't too long, yeah. It could have been a little longer. At least they could have told us like a name. Or
Yeah, at
something,
least
but
a name. I mean, like they did reveal the name.
Not Zelda again. Not all over. Can't go through that. all over.
Yeah.
Like, no.
The sequel to Super Princess Peach is coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
They keep showing it at different like Nintendo Directs at the end. The sequel, the Super Princess Peach, is coming.
Oh
I
no, not again.
I think it would be cool if it actually was a sequel, even though it kind of does look different. I think it would be cool if it was just a sequel, but it just kind of has a different style to it.
Yeah, I really do wonder what the name will be.
Title block theater.
I just wanted to say real quick that Pikmin 1's pretty fun. I kind of like the simplicity of it. Like, I do kind of like when there's a lot of stuff going on, like in Pikmin 3 and everything, and what seems to be in Pikmin 4, but I kind of like the simplicity.
Yeah. Me too. I think those games have a really like 2000s vibe to them, dude. Don't
Yeah, they have that Frutiger. Do you know the Frutiger arrow style that they kind of use for like an example that's like the Wii, Windows Vista, and 7, like that very, and also like the skeuomorphism on like the older versions of iOS. It has that very Frutiger arrow style to it.
Yeah, yeah. Even like the music too, I find very like almost very quirky. I really like the sound effects. And like how they carry a lot of that over the entire series. Like the unlock thing. It's also something that Luigi's Mansion has a lot of. And I mean Luigi's Mansion also is a game that came out around the same time, right? So
Yeah. You know, it's funny. The music that's playing right now in this area is like the theme song music they use for Pikmin and Super Smash Bros.
yeah. Yeah, that's see that's the what's it called? It's like the Forest of Hope, right?
Yeah. Also, we're gonna get to the Mario Kart stuff in a little bit, but the next one, did we talk about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon remake that much?
Actually, no, we didn't. I guess that's the next one we're gonna talk about. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon.
Yeah, I think that looks
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
I do find it was kind of random. Like they were just, oh, here you go. Here's Luigi's Mansion. I mean, honestly, I think it kind of makes sense because one reason I kind of noticed that they did Mario, Peach, and Luigi is because of the movie. Like that's a
Yeah.
movie that millions of kids saw, and millions of
And
people
you know,
saw.
honestly, I think that,
So
you know, that Super Mario RPG thing, I wonder, like, with the movie, I know, the movie, I feel like the movie, well, I mean, it didn't really have that interesting of a story, but it had a story. It did have a story, no matter, like, how simple it was. But seeing another cinematic, story-driven Mario game, again, kind of right after the movie, I think that's a pretty good, thing to market, like, right after a movie. I think, like,
also, like, if you notice, like, with the Mario movie too, they did change, like, they kind of changed, you know, the design of Mario as well,
yeah.
right? So, like, that was something I remember kind of being confused if Nintendo would even do. But the fact that they did do, so that they're comfortable with letting, you know, Mario kind of a bit more experimental, right? Or a bit more like try different things, also design. So
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion, like I think, like honestly, that's a game because I know like I have some cousins that they're asking me like, oh, when is Luigi's Mansion like 4 releasing? And I'm just like, probably not anytime soon, you know. So this is like a perfect way for, you know, instead of having Luigi's Mansion 4, just bring them, give the people that want a new Luigi's Mansion, have never played another one, the second one. I think that's the easiest way to kind of please everyone. And I think it's cool to have, you know, Mario, Princess Peach, and Luigi, you know, Luigi have their own sort of spotlight, I think.
Yeah.
So, because it really will out the franchises out tremendously.
But yeah, I find it interesting. I wonder. I feel like the fact that they're kind of this is in like active development and everything. I wonder if this is like actually kind of like a partial remake, kind of, because it did look. I mean, it does look a tiny bit rough because it. I mean, it is
Yeah,
a
like,
it
the
it
frame rate was
it
terrible.
yeah, because it is a 3DS game after all. So I feel like
Like Luigi's Mansion 3 looked kind of bad too, and it was just
yeah, and I mean the fact that it still does look better than the 3DS game now is kind of promising.
yeah. I'm pretty sure like the model has been updated, right?
Yeah,
Maybe. So at least that's what it looks like. So it is quite cool. I mean, just more Luigi's Mansion. I think that doesn't have the same
yeah,
thing. So and it's kind of sad though that we just don't have the first game on the Switch. We have 2 and 3, but not 1. 1 gets to live on the 3DS for some time.
okay, got the yellow Pikmin. Also, what's next after Luigi's
Okay, let's
Mansion?
see. Next we should have let's talk about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, I did not expect 3 characters this time. I was thinking they were gonna do 1, then 2, then 3. But yeah, I really like the character choices this time.
Yeah, it is interesting that they picked Wiggler,
Yeah,
but
Mm.
it seems that they're probably trying to just go for all the previous characters, meaning that the last 2 will probably be uh, Funky Kong and Dixie Kong. I mean, and Diddy Kong. You're gonna have both of the Kongs be the final 2. Or they may even start
yeah,
putting more characters and be like, hey guys, here's a bunch more. Because, you know, they could just do that if they really want to.
Mm.
So, there's no reason they just can't do that. I'm really interested to see more about it. About the more of the tracks, because they just showed off the one, which is the bathroom track.
yeah.
And I guess that was correct all along.
How do you switch Pikmin types on here? On Pikmin 1?
Do
Oh,
I
oh!
tell? Or
Is it the D-pad? Hold on.
it might be actually because usually the D. No, it might be the D-pad because it is like the C stick. You have that in the game, but
Hmm.
you're drawing your Pikmin around where you are, so it must be the D-pad.
I tried the D-pad. That doesn't work. But yeah, the bathroom track, I think it looks really good. It honestly doesn't look like a tour track, kind of like Yoshi's Island.
Yeah, I think they put a lot more work into those tracks, so you can kind of tell that they're a little bit more. They're a lot more advanced, right? So yeah, that's really cool. To be honest, like, I am excited to see what they're gonna show for the next courses in the set. Yeah, it looks really neat. Um, but also that means that they also are open to put tour characters as well, because the fact that they're putting in
Yeah.
um
Namek.
Kamek, as they said in the direct, Kamek, but they're like Kamek. So I don't know. I guess that means that they could put Pauline if they wanted to, or another character. But it probably will just be Diddy and Funky Kong for the last 2. I'm guessing at least.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, maybe we might even get more characters and more tracks. Who even knows? Maybe we'll get another wave or something. Because I did see that promotional art. I don't know if I sent you a receipt, right? And it was where it's like they have apparently on the banner art or something with a key art, they actually removed they removed some text and stuff from it. So it might even be that like we get more waves or something, even past. Imagine the last character is Honey Queen. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that would be funny.
that would be
Yeah.
pretty. That would be
Honey Queen
pretty
and then like
funny.
another random character is just like a
Piranha
red
Plant.
pupa, and it's just like
Oh, wait, hold on.
No, Goomba.
a Goomba, yeah,
Wait, no, Helmet Goomba from Super Mario Galaxy.
exactly. I think that's a great idea, or like a stack of Goombas.
Bone Goomba.
Oh, yeah, like you have dry bones, you know, that could work. Yeah, so that was I think it was pretty cool to see that. I mean, it was pretty much a given anyways. Let's see. We've also got... Oh yeah, we've also got WarioWare.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I was
That was like the least expected thing I would have ever thought ever. Like, why like a new WarioWare? I didn't think they would do one in such a long time from now, because we already had one, which feels like not too long ago, did we? WarioWare Get It Together. So
Yeah.
they're kind of already moving on from that, I guess. Which is pretty fast. Like 2021, 2022, like 2023, like that's pretty much like that thing about that's like 1 year without a WarioWare game. Just like 2022, and then just the other like I just find it weird.
Yeah,
But
you know,
it's cool to have
well,
one.
yeah, it is a lot different than Get It Together. Really
It's
thinking,
like smooth moves.
yeah, thinking about the history of the WarioWare series, I'm actually not too surprised that we're getting a new one now. Well, I am to some degree, but not like,
I thought it would be like in another year from now or something.
yeah, the
If you
thing,
think about it, like Paper Mario hasn't had a game in a longer time than WarioWare.
yeah, the thing with WarioWare, remember back like when the first few games released, they all released like within 3 years. Like the first like let's see, one,
Yeah.
two, yeah, there were like a bunch of games that
It's like WarioWare 1, WarioWare, and then WarioWare Inc., WarioWare Twisted, and WarioWare Touched apparently all came out really close to each other. I think, right? So,
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, considering that if we look at intelligent systems, like, they kind of usually alternate games, but if you notice, they've done a Fire Emblem game with the help of Koei Tecmo, like, pretty close to each other, and they managed to do, like, two WarioWare games pretty close together with Nintendo.
yeah,
I think that's just pretty interesting, and I think, like, Paper Mario is probably going to be next year, if I'd have to guess. Paper Mario 2024, that's probably likely.
yeah, yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that might be possible now that we're kind of getting more like substantial or interest. Like we got 2 WarioWare games on the Switch, and then we're getting a lot of different things. And
I'd say if there's gonna be
Yeah.
a Paper Mario, it's gonna be the 1000 HD or like remake.
Well, I don't really-
That will be your game.
yeah, I don't really count that as a new game though, because I don't.
I think it will take the place though if Intelligent Systems is making a remake
Yeah,
from the ground up. It's of course it's gonna take that time, right? You're
yeah,
not gonna get another unique like original game. You're just probably just gonna get that one. So I wouldn't expect like something other than that, right? But of course, it could be either the 1000 Year Door remake, or it could be like it depends on how far they go with the remake. If it's like a full ground up, of course it's gonna take that 2024 spot instead of another original Paper Mario game.
yeah,
But if it's just like a port like Pikmin, like an HD thing, it's just gonna be just like that. But at the same time, Paper Mario, the 1000 Year Door, they can't just stick in widescreen. It needs a lot of work to get the cameras working properly. So they may just think of like remaking the game from scratch, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that's why I could see something like that happening. But yeah, Intelligence Systems, like they've been doing a lot of stuff, but I think it's cool to get a new WarioWare, and it has like a cool like almost like Hawaiian like vacation theme, which is really interesting.
Yeah, I
Why
kind of.
couldn't, why couldn't the WarioWare move with the 1-2 switch?
Yeah, actually, I was thinking of that earlier today. Like, why does one switch, everybody one two switch exist when you just have that instead?
Yeah, that's.
In fact, I remember when I saw everybody one two switch, I was like, if they just put Wario, they could have called it Game and Wario easily. Instead, it's like this weird generic. Well, I wouldn't say generic because there's kind of weird elements to it, but it could be something a lot more substantial or something a little bit more recognizable.
Yeah.
Instead, it just feels like some random like game developed like by Ubisoft or something.
Yeah, it does look like a Ubisoft game.
It is the game ever to exist.
Exactly. It feels like some sort of Ubisoft original. So, and I guess we should talk about well, we'll talk about a few other like. You want to talk about some of the third-party stuff, or let me go over it?
Yeah. Also, I still
Yes,
don't know how to change Pikmin types on here. Like, it's easy in 3, but it's
I don't know what the controls are in that version, in the Switch one. So, I remember it maybe being the L and R. Why are you playing with like the gyro and stuff? Because I
let
don't
me
know.
see. Apparently you could cycle through them before throwing them, I think.
Yeah, the game is way more arcade.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to change Pikmin types here.
First game syndrome, am I right?
Yeah, the first games are sometimes the ones that always have the less accessible features. I'm not sure if Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. Quite good features.
Oh, wait. Apparently it's L and R. Hold on, let me try that. That's not working. Because I have... Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's weird. I'm just pausing because I don't want to waste time. Oh! Oh! I found out how... Okay.
Yo, we can change Pikmin types, finally.
Okay, I figured it out. Because you have to throw the... You have to hold the Pikmin to throw them, and then... There, that's how you do it. Yeah, because I think only the yellow Pikmin can hold bomb rocks.
Yeah. For some reason, until they changed it in like 3. How yellow Pikmin are also lighter. All right. Let's go over some of the the some third-party stuff if you want.
Yeah, I was just kind of getting the hang of the controls of this game.
There's another game I forgot to put on this list. Actually, I'll just go through like the Nintendo Direct like page.
What about Sonic?
Yeah, I was gonna start with that one.
Yeah,
Sonic Superstars.
you know, it
It's kind
doesn't.
of funny that we have like a 2D Mario game and a 2D
Yeah.
Sonic game that are pretty traditional, but like kind of back to basics.
Yeah, it's like at the start of the Switch where it was like Mario's Mario's really hyped up 3D platformer to Sonic's really hyped up 3D platformer, except hopefully Superstars isn't like Sonic Forces.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah, it's by Arzas, which is a little bit concerning, but we'll see. Hopefully they can pull through.
I mean, it looks pretty promising.
Yeah. And it is hopefully being spearheaded by the right people, so.
Speaking of, oh yeah, also it seems like that one like purple Sonic character, who I forget the name of, with like the guns.
Oh, Fang.
Yeah, Fang. He seems to be the main antagonist.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Anyways, yeah. Speaking of Sonic, what about that one game with the character with the yo-yo that was being developed by the
Yeah.
that game actually looks pretty fun.
Yeah, isn't that developed by the Mania team?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that. I was being. Sorry, I'm paying attention to Pikmin right now, so I'm not always like, yeah, but yeah, I think it looks pretty cool. I really like kind of like 3D platformers in that style. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it has like a nice art style too. It feels pretty unique from a lot of other
Yeah.
stuff like that. So it is cool.
Kind of reminds me of Sparky, the electric jester, which is kind of like Sonic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has some Sonic DNA there, but I think it's also really like, I think visually like the colors they're using, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
I guess another thing we did see was we saw Persona 5 Tactica, but no Persona 5 3. I mean, no.
Persona 5 3.
Oh yeah. No Persona 3 Reloaded. That's what I meant to say.
Though I do think I think it definitely still is happening on the Switch though.
Yeah, me too. I do think that because there was that trailer like that they posted, and they did say officially it was coming to Switch, right? In the trailer, it was unlisted. So I don't know. I find it weird, but yeah, Persona 5 3.
You said it again.
Yeah, I
You said
know.
it
That time it was intentional. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
You know, Persona 5 3 so good. You know, hopefully the Persona 5 4 is better. You know. Anyways, let's see. We've got Splatfest. That's interesting, I guess. No side order though. Yeah, no side order though.
Yeah, I was surprised by that.
I'm surprised to not.
Weird.
That I'm surprised to not see, because that was revealed last time, and I thought they were gonna showcase a lot of that. I thought they were gonna have like a decent segment, but no, nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
So yeah, it's disappointing we didn't see anything from that, but Yeah, and I guess that's. Let's see. I'm just kind of looking over all the headlines. There's new Dragon Quest Monsters game. Um, yeah, then some other like the Metal Gear collection. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid. Bunch of different games there. That's pretty neat.
You know, at first when they had the that one sound effect that's kind of known for like Metal Gear and everything,
Yeah.
I thought like, do you know how Paper Mario has like a similar sound effect when like when character like when there's like a like it's almost like not too different from the like the Metal Gear one, but it's like the it's like when a character is like surprised by something or like an enemy or something. It sounds very similar to the one from Metal Gear Solid. So I thought that was kind of funny. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, Paper Mario. Like, I don't know why, but like, I know it's obvious that it's kind of like now that I look at it, it's kind of obvious that it's like,
Yeah, Colonel, we're
Yeah.
adding Paper Mario, the cardboard crisis. Yeah.
I can't wait for that next year. It's gonna be so good.
It might be good. I mean, considering how the Origami King turned out pretty nice despite the quote unquote mandates.
yeah, if we get a Paper Mario game that's kind of like how Super Mario, well, with Super Mario RPG, how that kind of was, like it doesn't really feel like it doesn't really feel like anything's holding it back or they have to do like anything
Yeah.
like. I feel like Super Mario RPGs definitely gives a lot of hope for like more games like that, like more like traditional Mario RPGs.
Or
But
we get Paper Mario in the Water War. You know, that'd be great. You know, paper against water. Who will win in this next Paper Mario adventure?
Instead of that, we'll get Paper Mario in the Chamber of Souls.
Exactly, Paper Mario and the Paper
So-
Treasure.
So Hunter, are you excited about Magalore Move It?
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Very exciting. Yeah, it's cool to see a new Wario. I'm really excited to play it.
Yeah, because I think yeah, WarioWare is definitely one of Nintendo's kind of underrated series, but that I've always really ever since Get It Together was revealed, I've just really enjoyed. So because I played through Gold and then Mega Micro Games and then Twisted, a little bit of Touched. I haven't played Touched that much.
Hoping they give us Twisted soon enough.
Yeah, on NSO, yeah.
Since we know it's possible for them to do that. So. But nothing NSO related, which is completely fine for the direct. I mean, that's September's job, right?
Yeah.
If anything, or. But then again, we're probably not gonna get a new console anyways for a while.
Yeah, because we're getting a Peach game in like 2024.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure was when we thought the new console was gonna be.
Yeah, that's one thing I was also thinking, like, okay, what's going on? Like, are we even getting a new Switch? Or
I think we probably are gonna get one sometime soon, but I don't think it's gonna be in the like. I think it's gonna be like a little later than we think it's gonna be.
yeah, I think so too. I mean, we have the Tears of the Kingdom on Switch now. Metro Prime 4 is just who knows what's going on with that.
Oh no, where's
That
the
game's been in development for a long time.
where's the last Pikmin? Oh no.
I think that may even be like a 2024 holiday game. And I also think that maybe next Direct in September, they may do the same thing with Pikmin 1 and 2, where they shadow drop Pikmin Metro 2 and 3. I think the exact same thing's gonna happen. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's definitely possible.
Because
And then
there was the rumor that they were doing it like a very bare bones kind of remasters of those games, right?
yeah.
The exact same thing they did with Pikmin. So my guess is that they're gonna do an identical thing with just Metroid Prime 2 and 3 Switch versions.
Yeah. And also, I just wanted to say, we forgot to talk about the elephant in the room. Super
Oh, yeah, we
Mario,
didn't talk about that.
Oh, of course. The
the
elephant.
the literal the literal elephant in the room. Super Mario
New
Bros.
Super Mario
Wonder.
Bros. 3. Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Man, it
That,
looks the same as new Super Mario Bros. Wii again, except it
oh,
doesn't. We're on the good
exactly.
timeline. It
We're
looks
in the new
yeah.
era. Exactly. It looks, honestly, it looks so good. It is
Yeah.
funny,
Mario
like,
has smear frames. Smear frames, ladies and gentlemen.
exactly, like, there's actually, like, the characters have so much, like, personality and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, usually Mario's just kind of, like, pretty boring in most of the 2D Mario games. Like, honestly, the games where he kind of has a lot of characters in Super Mario Land and stuff like that, where it's kind of, there's a lot more happening in those games, and I feel like that's what they're taking a bit of inspiration from too. Because Daisy's playable.
Yeah, I
Really cool.
I you know, I kind of that was one of my hopes for the next 2D Mario game. Like before it happened, I was really hoping for more characters other than Mario, Luigi, the Toads or Toadette. I think it's definitely pretty exciting that we're gonna get like Daisy and then also
There's
Peach as well.
Yoshi's as well.
Yeah, and then Yoshi, yeah, Yoshi is both playable and a rideable character, which is really cool.
Yeah, because I checked the website and it said
Point.
Yoshi is a playable character. So, which is really neat to see.
Yeah.
Um,
Because, yeah, it's almost, you know, it's almost similar to the Super Mario Run roster. I wonder if they'll use that. You know, I kind of noticed a few different elements from, even though Super Mario Bros. Wonder is very different, like visually and everything, but I feel like they took like a few small elements, like UI elements from Super Mario Run for some reason. I've just kind of noticed that. Just because I've played like Super Mario Run for a few, like off and on for a few years, I kind of notice a few things from it. Like I think the font they use and some of the UI reminds me of Super Mario Run, and I like that style. I think it fits pretty well with the. And there, it's not like a exact copy. It's kind of just like a general font they used, which I kind of like. And you know, I just really like the style of this. It looks really good. Like it almost has like this 2D, like almost watercolor esque
It kind of
style.
reminds me of, like, you remember the level in New Super Mario Bros. U? It looks like a Van Gogh painting. It kind of has vibes of that,
Yeah.
where it's like a little bit more art. It's like artsy, right? And the way that like Mario kind of looks, and the way that like he gives like expressions when he does stuff, like when you grab like a power up, it makes like a different noise now how it used to, and then like Goombas are like sleeping, and it's just so detailed. So, and even like one thing I noticed, they got rid of the score. There's no score points anymore. Instead, it has like when you jump, it's like it says good, great, you know, like.
Well, completely unplayable. Completely unplayable. That's what made the older 2D Mario games good. It needs the score. No, I'm just kidding. The score was like the score was useless after like a certain point. They really didn't need it in the new Super Mario Bros. Series.
Yeah, instead
also no
they
lives.
instead like they kind of reinvented it where it's like I guess if you get wonderful, maybe you get like.
Oh, wonderful.
Maybe when you do that, you get like a life. Or something.
But I already said there is no lives, I don't think.
Actually, no. I think there is a life. I think
It has a life counter with the trailer I'm watching.
and it does have a timer too. Though I'm kind of fine with the timer. I don't if the levels are designed around it like they usually are in the 2D Mario games, I don't really mind, to be completely honest.
Yeah. Although the timer doesn't seem to be there all the time, though, is it? Like from the trailer I'm watching, it seems like it's only in some parts. So I'm wondering if maybe not every course has a timer. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a
Or unless it's only counting down. Actually, no. There's a timer in some points, but actually, unless the timer only counts down from like a certain.
or it's only in certain levels.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a possibility, and I also think this will take inspiration from 3D World, where it's with certain characters, there's certain things you can do, like certain things that you can clear, or certain like blocks that you can activate and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's also like unique like NPCs. There's like some toad looking thing.
Yeah, there's like a toad-like character kind of there.
It's super cool to see something that isn't a toad. A 2D Mario
But
game.
like also is, but also isn't.
Yeah.
Also worm.
Yeah, it just looks really great. And the title, I remember was it Ty the guy he predicted Wonderland, right?
Yeah.
I remember yesterday on Luigi's stream, he was saying that it's like he did that and then like Pioro like liked it or something, right? It was kind of close, just minus the one like the land part.
Yeah.
It was like literally Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
Wonder. Because Mario goes into a weird land of whimsy and wonder.
Yeah.
Which is a kid-friendly way of saying drug trip. Because yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, and I also see in the website it's like there's wonder effects, which I guess is like the gimmick, so like things that
Yeah.
happen
Yeah.
in
Well.
levels.
Okay, so TLDR, Mario is on drugs in this game.
Yeah. Pretty much, I guess that's the new concept. But I think
Mario takes edibles.
Exactly.
Or the classic overused one, Mario's on shrooms. But this time I think he's more well, I'm not
Heavens no. Heavens no. Mario took 40 Benadryls.
He overdosed. Oh no. Yeah, it's I mean it looks amazing. Like this such a cool looking like game in the trailer too. And it's cool it's number 2 on trending on YouTube trailers though. And the direct is like
Yeah, give it some time, I think.
well, I think it probably will trend. Like, I just at this point, I think it would definitely make sense if it did. So.
I mean, yeah, it says number 2 on trending, so that's pretty cool. 2.3 million.
Oh, I thought you said it was. I thought you said it weirdly wasn't trending. Okay.
No, it is. It's number 2 on trending, and then the direct itself is
the
number
Mario?
1.
Is Mario RPG on trending?
I think it's number 3.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let me check. You got yeah. Let's see. Actually, now it went down a little bit. Actually, it's at number 5 on trending. It was.
What's number 3 on trending now?
Smosh.
Oh well. Well, that's
Smosh
actually
get
good.
bought?
Yeah.
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 Wait.
They like bought it back or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Smosh is gonna be good again.
Wait, Smosh used to be good? I don't mean that as an insult. I just.
Well, I mean the older ones are kind of nostalgic, so.
Oh.
I feel like
Pretty much covers like most of the stuff on the direct though. It was a solid presentation. Let's see. What else do you ask for? Maybe then. I guess Metroid, but if it's not done, you can't.
Pokemon Green Purple.
get out of the water, Pikmin.
Yeah,
No, I
they're
like
not-
I
they're not
like this.
started.
I like going splishy splash.
That's what you get for not coming over to me and clipping onto the edge of the platform.
Wait,
I
you can
like one time
mean,
I played
give
like
the penguin some credit. You probably didn't know you could drown or anything. I don't know.
They don't have the IQ for that, unfortunately.
Pikmin probably have the IQ of a mosquito.
Yeah. One time I played Pikmin 3, and then my Pikmin got stuck. Like one Pikmin literally got stuck in like the terrain. Like it was actually just stuck. And I could like try to call it over, but it just wouldn't. So remember, I had to just like I couldn't save it.
There was nothing you could do, man. You just had to watch it. You just had to watch it happen.
Let's see. But yeah, I also wanted to say, like, I wonder how many power-ups will be in Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
I mean, they did show quite a lot of them. There's like Rolo Mario, there's Longo Mario, and there's Elephento Mario.
I hope some of the older ones return.
There's the Fire Flower.
Yeah, yeah, but I think it would be cool if, like, like things like the, like Raccoon, like, even, like, the cat suit or, Blue Shell, different things like that. I feel like the Blue...
Penguin.
Yeah, the Penguin, too.
The acorn.
Acorn's
Yeah.
fine.
Oh, okay, so there's two red Pikmin over there.
Favorite Mario platformer.
Yeah.
It's good for killing Bowser in one hit.
Wait, what? I don't know what just
Why?
happened. There was like a bunch of Pikmin that died, and I don't know what was... It's probably something that I missed for a second, but yeah.
Yeah, overall a solid presentation.
Yeah, honestly, you know, I would say that was probably my favorite Direct since 2017.
Yeah. It's funny, I heard some people being like, oh, this is like...
Yeah, I don't know how people are like...
mid-direct.
Yeah,
I'm
people
just
are like,
what else do you
mid-direct.
want? Or it's like, it was all Mario. I'm just like, it wasn't all Mario. And also, like,
Yeah.
what else do you want? Like
Like-
you got, Tears of the Kingdom isn't that old of a game. Like, if you're a Zelda fan, you got Zelda. And they also showed it, like, the amiibos.
What about
and-
Kirby?
And Kirby got so much stuff, like, the past few
Okay.
years, right? So, that's why I feel like,
Let
you know, if you want more
let
Kirby,
other
like...
beloved Nintendo IPs have their time to shine.
I mean, Xenoblade has had so much stuff, too.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got the DLC for that and 3, so... I really don't know what else you would really want, aside from maybe, like, a bit more, like, obscure Nintendo franchises, like maybe a new Rhythm Heaven would have been cool to see, or Kid Icarus Uprising Remastered or something, but...
F-Zero.
I don't know, I honestly, to me with this Direct, maybe like a 3D Mario, but even that, I don't know, you got a 3D Mario, so...
Yeah.
Honestly, I would say this is a good Direct. Maybe you could have had... Like, that's the thing, too. The third-party lineup was good, too. It wasn't just all farming or all RPGs or anything. it was such like a diverse like amount of genres, right? You had some
Well,
platformers, some
uh,
like
well,
racing games.
honestly, to be fair, I think there were like three third-party games out of all the stuff that they've shown that was like that really caught my interest. Okay, four, because Rabbids. Um, yeah, those are Sonic. The break, the breakthrough game or whatever it is. And um, Metal Gear Solid. And
Yeah, I mean, it was like to
everything
me
else
just
was just like, yeah. I mean, the
yeah,
Hard
but you're
Wheels
gonna get
game
that with
looks pretty
every
cool, I
direct
guess.
presentation, right? Like it's kind of all of them are like that. It's just that at least with this one, there wasn't like, okay, here's a farming simulator, here's a farming simulator, here's a farming. It
Yeah.
wasn't just
I mean, they
the
had a
same
few
genre.
of that. They had a number, but it's not as bad as the other direct that I think it was from February 2023. It was the one that showed Pikmin 4. I mean Pikmin 4 for the first time.
That was September, I think.
Oh.
So, or like when they revealed Pikmin 4, that was September. When they showcased like a lot more of it, then they also showed that in February as well. But I mean, to me, this one just it had enough diversity of games where you're like, okay, like there's different stuff here, right? So it wasn't just okay. Here's like this thing after like the same thing. At least they spread it all out, right? But I think the beginning could have been better, the presentation. But you know what? I mean, compared to last holiday, this was such a good presentation.
Yeah, and also I just wanted to say, read one of the chats here. Super Starfy says someone is gonna mod HD Geno to Smash. I can see it. Not just Geno, but also like Mallow and the other characters as well. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool. Also, not just Smash, but also Mario Kart, like Mario Kart 8
Yo.
and
Yo.
and Mario Party Superstars, because there is a little bit of a modding scene behind like the Switch Mario Party games. I know some people
Can't wait.
who've
I can't wait to see him in I don't know, Gmod.
yeah. You know, we were one game that we were really missing out on is the open world Breaking Bad game that I saw in one rumor. Someone said, well, some random person just said, because obviously it was pretty credible, because it was, I mean, someone had a list, and you know how credible lists are, but it said that Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul open world games are coming to the Nintendo Switch, like brand new games.
It was from ND Orbulon.
Like the amazing list video that you sent me.
Yeah.
It was such a great list.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Minecraft 2 have it. And
Oh. Oh.
also like Fortnite 2, that was also great.
You remember that one farming adventure multiplayer game at the beginning that kind of looked like Fortnite? Like, and I mean that by like it looks bad on the Switch, whatever it was. It was like
Yeah, sort
it
of.
was like the one of the first announcements of the direct.
Let me see which one it was.
Faintly.
Let me look. It was like, what, Talia or something?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
It has the like sim game.
Yeah, but it looked to be running really poorly on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't the greatest.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this stream pretty soon. But but yeah, anyways, I'd have to say, yeah, I got another part for the ship in Pikmin. Yeah, Pikmin 1's pretty fun. I'm enjoying this. I feel like it's a pretty fun, like simple version of Pikmin. Like once you get the hang of it, it's really fun. It's not like um it's like definitely like if you like the base Pikmin concept, it's still pretty fun. It doesn't really feel like that much of a downgrade, even though there's less features. It just feels like a kind of a simpler version of Pikmin, which is just pretty fun. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. And I know I kind of know like with the thing with this game, you have to get the 30 parts in 30 days or else
Else all
Yeah.
of them will die.
and
Actually,
be, and
are
be
there,
re
like some optional parts?
hmm?
There's some optional parts, aren't
I
there?
think. Olimar won't just die, he'll turn into a Pikmin 2. And that's where we go into Pikmin 2.
Oh.
Pikmin 2.
Exactly.
Pikmin 2 is the
The,
Pikmin 2 is the Super Mario Brothers 2 of the franchise, where it's like, except, actually no, it's more like the Castlevania 2 of Pikmin,
yeah.
because everyone either likes it or hates it. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I feel like there's probably more people who like it than hate it. Like, I feel like that's the case with most games, except for like really bad games, or really divisive games. But like most Nintendo games, I would say most people, more people like it than hate it. But yeah, anyways, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. I'm really enjoying Pikmin 1 so far. I think it's really cool that they ported Pikmin 1 and 2 to the Switch before Pikmin 4 released. But yeah, there is leaked footage of a remake of Kirby's Avalanche. What? Kirby's Avalanche remake coming to the Switch in September 23rd, 2026.
What?
No,
Is that the one?
I'm down.
Is that one game where Kirby has like the weird dialogue?
I will swallow you. No, he doesn't say that.
No, he's like,
Wispy Woods, you are the literal dirt beneath my feet, and I hate you.
yeah.
Say
All right,
something like that.
wasn't there one part where he's like, "Please don't trip on my roots," and he's like, "I'll trip on your roots."
He's like, I feel like some apple pie.
Yeah.
I'm going to murder you, Wispy Woods.
But yeah, anyways, that direct
Yeah,
was that direct was absolutely amazing. I'm still recovering from the Mario RPG announcement. If you saw my reaction to that, also recovering from Mario Wonder because I'm also excited about that game too. But yeah, I'm gonna have some fun with Pikmin, and yeah. Anyway.